Welcome to the Data Hustle. Here we have a simple data set where the product ID is provided in column B and the corresponding price is provided in column C. The data set has exactly 100 records, and our job is to find the price of a particular product ID. So looking for the correct price of a specific ID from a very large data set would make our task very difficult. And we want to automate this task. We just want to enter the product ID here in this cell F7, and the corresponding price should automatically appear in this cell G7. And for this, we will use VLOOKUP. In cell G7, we'll type is equal to followed by VLOOKUP. And as we type VLOOKUP, Excel will automatically pop up the definition of VLOOKUP. That is, VLOOKUP looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. By default, the table must be sorted in an ascending order. So let's learn this practically. Here the first argument is lookup value. That is what we look for. And here it is product ID, which is provided in cell F7. The second argument is table array. This is our data set that spreads from cell B2 to the cell C102. That is the last cell. We will drag this, select this and drag this to the end, that is C102. The third argument is column index. It is the column which has our answer, and in this case it's 2. This is 1, this is 2. The price is in column 2, we will type 2. And the fourth column is, we will type false because here we want the exact match. VLOOKUP finds data for you. Just tell it what to look for. Here it is product ID. Where to look? It is the table, that is from B2 to C102. Which column has the answer? It is the second one, which has our price. And say false for the exact match. We'll close the bracket and hit enter. We'll have our answer, that's 500. So let's check whether the formula works correctly for another entry. So let's select this entry, that is product ID PO13. We'll type PO13. The price should be 1500, which is correctly displayed here. So the formula is working correctly. Let's move to the more realistic data set where we have the details of employees. In column A, we have employee ID. In column B, we have the full name of the employee. Column C contains department of employee. Salary details are provided in column D. Before moving to the task, what we want to do here, let's learn a simple concept that will make VLOOKUP arguments very easy for you. Now, if we type is equal to in this cell F2, and then we will click on the cell A1. Here it will be shown as A1. Now dragging it towards left side, the value changes to B1. Now dragging it further to the end, data array will comprise of A1 to D1. Now if we drag this down, the value of the D changes as per the row number. The last entry of the data lies at cell 101. So typing D101 will select our whole data set. And this is the table array, our second argument for the VLOOKUP formula. Now let's move to this page. It is this page from where we want to fetch the details of employee, his full name, department and salary using the employee ID. Here the data set of the employee is not provided on the same sheet. It is provided on the different sheet. Now in column D4, we will type VLOOKUP, then lookup value. It is this column C4 where we will enter the employee ID followed by table array. As we mentioned earlier that the table array would consist of cell A1 to D101, comma, we'll type column index number, that is 2 in this case because the full name lies in column 2, and we'll type false for the exact match. Here it will pop up error as we haven't typed the employee ID yet. So let's type employee ID second, that is EL002. We'll type EL002 and we will have the answer, that is Bob Johnson. Now for the other two cells, we'll just copy the formula, hit enter, then move to this cell, cell E4, paste the formula, and we just have to change the column index because the details of the department are provided in column 3 in the actual data set. So we will type 3. Hit enter, we'll have the answer. See here, the department is provided in column 3 and the salary is provided in column 4. So similarly, for the salary, we will again copy the formula, hit enter, move to this cell and paste the formula and change the column index to 4. Hit enter and we will have the correct salary. Now let's check whether the formula works correctly for some different entry. So let's go for this employee, that is ELO22. We'll type ELO22, hit enter, we'll get the entire details of the employee. So now you can use the VLOOKUP to manage your HR reports and look for the correct data from a very large data set. If you found this video anyway helpful, kindly do like the video and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you very much.